𝓤𝓪𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓬𝓮. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. Now we're right on time because as soon as I went to hit record, I got a notification from Canva saying, "Hey, creative genius." And it's so funny because this is literally the message around you today. So you are an artist, and when I talk about artist, I'm talking about you being, I'm hearing literally a creative genius in the way where you have mastered the art of creation in the third dimensional construct and realm. And it's mainly because we're just gonna open up it's mainly because you've mastered, I'm hearing, the art of the inner voice and being able to honor that by aligning your actions accordingly in the physical realm, and that actually leads to you collapsing. I'm hearing a creative spark into form. Okay, so I'm seeing the Page of Wands for you right now. So the Page of Wands is a character who sees something in his mind's eye, and then he manifests this thing with his wand, right? His wand is something that he anchors firmly down into the earth, and that actually brings something from the formless realms into the form, right? An intangible abstract concept into the third dimensional terrestrial plane that you are creating and playing in as a soul, okay? Incarnating into this vessel. So that's like a huge message for you. And there was also something else that was coming through right before. Let me try and remember that. Hold up. We also have some Palo Santos incense. I'm just trying to catch a vibe, okay, as we open up, because there's a lot going on. And honestly, the cards that I did pull right before this, they just confirmed everything. And you have so much exciting energy going on around you. So we're going to be talking about that today, okay? So here we go, uplifting spirit. Don't mind me, guys. I feel super goofy today, but yeah, so I got this message actually the other day, and yeah, this is literally about you being a creative genius. I'm hearing literally mastering the art of play in this creation, and being able to create inside of your own creation. So the things that you actually create in this existence, they are an extension of yourself. Okay, that's how I'm seeing it. They are an extension of yourself. Okay, so and I'm hearing, because you hold that magical frequency or essence inside of you, that also is infused into like any working projects that you take on during this time as well. So I'm calling you the cosmic street artist. Okay, this is like a huge message. So yesterday I was basically seeing one of those things where, you know how there's street artists where, I don't want to call them like graffiti artists, but they're almost like art performers, and they usually kind of busk on the street. If you don't know busking, it's like a term in, I guess, at least in London or Europe, where people with, beautiful talents, they kind of go and showcase that in public. And, there's like come buyers, like people that come by, and, people that walk by, and they end up, I'm hearing, usually at the right moment in time where they're really just in awe of this performance. I'm seeing this as people actually intersecting in the space-time continuum with what it is that you go on to create based upon the action that you're taking in the physical realm in the present moment. It's actually sending ripples down the space-time continuum and altering future timelines in ways that you may not be able to possibly I'm hearing even fathom right now, but it's altering your future timelines in terms of who is also being able to intersect with your work. But anyway, you know how you have those artists, and they usually, they are a street artist in their own corner of the multiverse, if that's how you want to call it, because this is what it is that you're creating and manifesting in this universe. And they're kneeling before an invisible canvas, right? Sometimes people give them objects to be able to paint, right, spray paint and put designs on, but they usually have a blank canvas that they're starting with. And I feel like this is you. I do feel like it's your life at this stage, and it's something that stretches across space and time. And in one hand, there's almost this can of spray paint, but it's made up of stardust. That's how I'm seeing it. There's this magical otherworldly essence that you're infusing into your work on Earth. And I do want to say as well, a lot of this goes far beyond personal gain, like whoever I'm speaking to. this isn't just like it's not just like a ego-based thing around you're just doing this for recognition. It's you doing something that you love. And the side effect of that is you actually receiving recognition for this thing, right? And it's because there's otherworldly, I'm hearing not just interests, but also intentions that you're applying onto this realm. It's like your intentions transcend far beyond this material existence. And I really just want to emphasize that opening up, because you all know if this message is for you, okay, and the intention behind what it is that you do. So there's this palette of frequency that you're working with, right? Each color holds a frequency, and you are working, I'm hearing, with a very wide spectrum. I'm also hearing like a new network or spectrum is becoming available to you. So you could be tuning into higher bandwidths of frequency light. And I'm hearing in these dimensional spheres or layers, you are able to actually communicate with, higher octaves of yourself, higher interdimensional beings that also, occupy those realms of consciousness. And I'm hearing you're streamlining the most pure, I'm hearing luminescent currents, and that's being infused into what it is that you're channeling. There is something that you're channeling, okay? Something that's pouring through you. It's like you're pulling in, I'm hearing this information from this hidden wellspring of knowledge from source, and that divine love and flow and light is literally filling you up, pouring through you and extending through into your creations, and then also illuminating that same essence that lies dormant within others. So yeah, it begins with spraying, right? Usually they spray something super fast, and it seems random at first. It totally seems random, because when I watch these videos or I see these like performers like in person, I'm always like, you know what? This seems completely random. Like, it really seems like a trust the process moment. And this is something that you're being called to do during this time. It's a complete trust the process moment for you. And there's almost like a harsh black streak that they put here, and there's like a strange circle over there. They have all of these different bits and bobs and bits of like technology and different utensils and instruments that they're using to make up a larger cohesive story that we don't quite understand in a linear fashion, right? The human doesn't really understand in a linear fashion how things are progressively going to lead to what it has already come to be or what has already came to be on a quantum level. So there's like a spiral of gold that disappears behind a shadow, and there's different layers that go on right now in this existence, and the human self is watching, and it's like, this looks chaotic, it looks messy, it looks a little bit of uncertain, it looks a little bit disorderly, but the soul is asking, well, don't you see the cosmos? Don't you see the secret order and what may appear to be disorderly? Trust the process, child of light. And, you might think as the human, why this? Why now? Why that color? Why that instrument? What is this leading towards? These forms don't really match together. The elements seem to kind of clash, the meaning is kind of unclear, and then you begin to doubt yourself. You begin to doubt your journey on earth and the things in which you're doing, and you're asking yourself the question, does this really lead anywhere? And isn't this just noise? Is this just a distraction right now? Should I really be I'm going to continue like investing in this path? Should I really continue investing in this vision that I have? And source is the master artist, right? Working through you. It never flinches. It continues to stay, staring steadily into, I'm hearing, this luminescent future. And it walks as if it already has arrived, right? It's living in that frame vibration, and it's witnessing this reality begin to collapse around it. So it keeps layering, it keeps using everything, your detours, the delays, which are just divine timings, the heartbreaks, the triumphs, the silence, and each stroke is made with intention, right? Each triumph and each moment is something that is placed with precision in a way that the human cannot yet perceive, right? And it's because you're standing too close. You're standing too close to look at the bigger picture. You're focusing on, well, why didn't that thing work out? Or you're focusing on, why are we using this instrument and not that one, right? Well, why can't we use this color here, right? Control, which stems from attachment. And you are the painting, right? You are in that painting. You are stepping into your own creation right now. And inside the detail that you're experiencing, each flick of light, each shadow from within the scene, there is source seeing the whole mural, seeing the bigger picture. Take a step back when it comes to the story of your life right now. This isn't the full story. It is just a chapter. Take a step back. And it knows what looks like maybe a meaningless smudge right now. It is actually the eye of the eagle, right? Which is about rising above the human comedy unfolding on the ground right now. Which is, I'm hearing, maybe there's like people that are watching a work in progress and cannot yet see the masterpiece. I'm hearing, but how can you see that it's a masterpiece even while being a work in progress? It's not that it's becoming a masterpiece, it's that it always has been. And you get to witness that in whatever it is that you're doing. So it's the core of the galaxy, right? Oftentimes these performance artists, they will create galaxies, just beautiful pieces, carved by nature. And there's a spark that will happen that suddenly reminds you that everything makes sense. Everything has a divine order in this existence. And it's only when you zoom out that you see things begin to stretch, right? Time stretches and clarity comes in, and you begin to actually see the design. You actually begin to admire the piece that you were questioning before. Just take a minute there. And the way every unrelated shape was somehow part of this breathtaking masterpiece, right? And the universe whispers to you during this time, trust the layers. Okay, I'm not finished yet. What doesn't make sense now is the foundation for what is coming. What doesn't make sense now is the foundation for what is coming. And you are both the canvas and the witness, right? You are this masterpiece that you're creating when it comes to the story of your life, and also, the one that is already living in that existence. It's like you are source, and source is painting through you with your own unique energetic signature, your own unique color frequency that you're weaving, painting, and creating within this existence. Yeah, and I'm seeing each subjective color make up the whole objective picture. What color are you integrating into this story? Right? And you're nothing less than a masterpiece in progress in that linear fashion, but on a quantum level. You have already came to be. You're the masterpiece that gets to witness the unfoldment of your journey. So, I want to talk about you. So, all I pulled, right, were two cards that came out together side by side. And this is the energy around you. Are you ready? Are you ready? So, the first one is the world. The world basically talks about, it's someone actually coming out of a hermit mode in the way that I see it, because he almost looks like the hermit with his cloak there. And it usually is somebody who is stepping onto the world stage, okay, and has something to show the world, okay, from something that they just discovered within themselves, usually through, periods of introspection, but it's where the world literally is your oyster. And I'm hearing you're literally showing up in the world like a complete new way. So I'm going to go ahead and read this card for you guys. It says expansion and opening up. It talks about a man looking at over the bay into this beautiful sphere of the earth, and it's rotating. This reminds you to expand your vision, okay? I'm hearing it's not a time to play it small. Oh no. It's okay, we'll find that after. Okay, it's right there. Never mind. Sorry guys, I got sidetracked. And it says, this could be templates to look at a much broader option in your life right now. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. This could be something to do with technology. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. Maybe some of you are creators, right? This could be content creation, or something that you're just creating in this existence where either the public are going to be seeing it. I'm seeing things be hung up on galleries. I'm seeing just things on display for the world to see in some way, whether that's through, I'm seeing like visual arts, whether that's through, things that people are hearing, like sound, and then also like different sensory perceptions. That's what I'm seeing as well, different sensory perceptions, but I'm seeing it invoke different emotional responses. So whatever it is, people are going to resonate with this, whether it's like art, whether it's music, whether it's things that people are reading. I'm seeing it be a huge inspiration for those around you, or those that you're touching. Okay. Anyway, in the modern age of technology, this could be specifically referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. And this is literally where the world is your oyster, because the next card you have, some of you, this could be monetary gain. That's also another energy that I've been receiving, like being monetized for something, or your work being monetized, or I'm also seeing the word commission as well, so that could be significant for you. But anyway, look at this. I'm seeing like services and things of this nature, but daughter value in the world. So I'm just going to say straight off the bat, like from a very just logical standpoint, the world card and the daughter value pretty much speaks for itself in regards to something that you're putting out there. Again, some people, it's definitely going to be utilizing technology in some way, is literally going to lead to monetary value with daughter value. This is literally about the world seeing you or something that you do, and huge value coming through in very tangible forms. This is tangible abundance coming in, because this manifestation, if you see this, right, it's the hermit or someone walking into this world, right? It's like they're walking onto this planet knowing that this has already came to be. It's not because of the daughter value that they're coming to this planet, but it's that they are here to impact this planet. They are here to impact this world. And that daughter value is a side effect of that, okay? Again, this is transcending material gain. It's transcending just the physical realm. Oh my God. There is... Sorry, guys. I definitely, let me see if I can get it. That's a bit of a sight. Whatever it is, things could be manifesting very, very quickly and multiplying for you, because I just saw, I think it was like 2 flies mating right now. Like they were mating. So that's going to be multiplying for you. Whatever that is, okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be multiplying for you. And again, this could be something that's super attractive to others, whatever it is that you're doing too. Okay, so new beginnings in finance or career. This card shows up with a golden door, a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money coins. I'm also hearing multiple streams of income for you as well. Sorry, guys. I don't really realize, like, sometimes I'm so out of frame because I'm just like locked in. But yeah, money, coins, and jewels fly towards you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansion where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working towards for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door. So I do feel like this is a door of opportunity that's going to be opening up for you. And it says, my life is an opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. And I do just want to talk about this as far as like mindset goes, just because of some things that I've been observing. And you need to move with that desire, knowing that it's already yours. If you're saying, I want to move towards this desire, or your power of the tongue, right? And your truth, and that's your truth, and that's multidimensional, and that's okay, right? If your truth is saying, I am broke, I hope, I wish, I I hope to be in resonance and I want this thing and I want this thing that I do not have, that I do not have. Well, your vibration, right? The universe is not focusing on the intention of what you wish that you want or that you'd wish that you'd have. No, the universe speaks in language of vibration and frequency. Your vibration is lack. Your vibration is, I want this thing that I do not have. Your vibration is, you're in resonance with not this thing, but you're in resonance literally with its absence. So there could be something like around, just abundance mindset and being, mindful of the things that you are paying attention to just subconsciously, right? Okay, I am in alignment with this, right? I am in alignment with this thing, right? Maybe that's going to be a start. Maybe it's an internal alignment of, okay, I'm literally connected to source energy, this endless stream line of abundance, right? Infinite potential that has been seeded onto this planet to be able to activate that and remember that within myself. And now that I've remembered that, I am open, I am receptive for this streamline of abundance to literally collapse into my life simply because it's corresponding with the internal abundant being that I know myself to be. Right? I'm removing blockages, stagnant debris, belief systems that have been reinforced ancestrally that have made me believe otherwise. This isn't about your coming up. It's about coming back to what it is that you've always been, an abundant being, and removing every belief system that has told you otherwise. Okay, so I would invite those who that resonates with to, relook at that within yourself. And oh my God. Sorry, guys. This is why the only thing here is that when you leave the window open, also people could just be talking about you, because I think that's like one of the superstitions around just like little flies. Like, I don't know what they're called, but those little flies. But yeah, there's been a lot just today specifically when I open the window, and windows in metaphysical realm represents like a gateway into, a new world and possibilities that are opening up to you. And, flies, from my understanding, they do represent kind of being spoken about or, just being a hot topic. So there could be something around that, for you in regards to just being watched or being admired in some way, or, being spoken about. Maybe it's the things, right? I'm seeing things being sent right now, spirit showing me, where people are sharing whatever it is that you do. And they're showing me like, even like DMs where something's being shared or sent to others. And they're like, hey, have you seen this thing? Or, you should watch this, and just things being spoken about, it's like whatever it is, it's really in deep resonance, like people really resonating with you, what it is that you do. That's what I'm seeing now. I pulled one Cosmos Oracle message. I do want to get another one, but we have 𝓂𝓬 here. So let me show you 𝓂𝓬. And then I wanted to just sit and pull the rest on here. So 𝓂𝓬 basically talks about the distance. It talks about distance, right? 𝓂𝓬 says a pause for a new flow. So you're emptying the mind of noises, images, and movements which do not help create a blank space. And there's something about you're creating a new frequency or foundation for things that you create in this existence. Okay, that foundation just could be your values and really focusing on the things that you value during this time as well. But yeah, it talks about the necessary air to be in the field from another place. So you could be looking at things from another level of awareness, right? Maybe looking at the situation from the eyes of the soul, but it talks about listening to the silence, touching the nothingness, and looking at the void, tasting the new, perceiving the aroma of calm, and meditating will be key senses to bring in clarity. And that's what I mean. I feel like it's a very sensory experience. But yeah, this talks about finding new bodies by creating space, movement, and continuity. This place is where all matter is contained, calls for some time off in order to make enough room. So I do feel like there is something that you've either been taking time off or something that you've kind of been revisiting when it comes to just your trajectory, that you want to be able to take something down. I do want to get one more Cosmos Oracle message and see what this pause for a new flow leads to. Protoplanetary disk. Yeah, this is the right decision. Okay, if you've felt like I'm hearing even like you've had writer's block, or maybe there's been like this loss of momentum in some way, I'm seeing you take things down a new trajectory. Okay, so that could be like the confirmation that you need for this. Protoplanetary disk is basically a very fertile moment. It talks about being in a space where planets are born. Let me go ahead and read it for you. It's like super auspicious. Okay, protoplanetary disks talks about where planets themselves are formed. Although all the nebulous material makes it difficult to achieve clarity in the here and now, there is something large, concrete, solid, with endless possibilities that are brewing. This is where planets themselves are formed. You are standing in a giant incubator. So that's almost what I'm seeing. There's a season, they're showing me like an allotment specifically, where somebody's been kind of uprooting just certain vegetation that I'm hearing is just not going to thrive through this next they're saying series of events. Okay, so there's a series of events that's about to unfold in your life, and there's new things that you're being called to seed now. There's new things that you're being called to plant now, and to nurture and water, and just care for, even if this is just yourself in ways that are new. And this is leading to set yourself up for success. It does remind me of the Seven of Coins energy, so it may not be like instantly gratifying, but it's a decision that benefits that future self, okay, that you already are, but you're getting to witness how the decisions that you're making now will actually benefit you in the long run. So there's something about focusing on that end goal, the bigger vision, or the long-term goal. That's a really important thing as well, not compromising. Okay. So that for like short-term gratification. So this is exactly where all planetary systems and physical processes take shape and create a planet. And not just that, all this happens around a star. Not only is there nothing to worry about, but nothing that you need to do. So there's something about you've already seeded this. I feel like you've uprooted things within yourself as well. If lack of clarity caused by the nebula brings anxiety or confusion, remember to pay attention to the sky. Sometimes it decides to get the clouds to float across in order to plot certain things together with the sun. On those days, we may only be able to see the clouds at first glance, but we know that the sun can be found in the meeting. Everything is on its path, just enjoy the journey. So there's definitely a very strong energy in regards to you don't see the layers that are happening right now, right? You don't see what's happening behind the layers. And I'm hearing like behind the veils, how there's many intangible forces assisting you behind the veils. And I laugh, because every time that reminds me of this reading that I did a while ago. And I was talking about how I was running this day. This is before I ever like pulled this card in this deck, but I was running this day in the gym on the treadmill, and I was just looking out the window, and I was literally thinking that same thing to myself. I was like, it's kind of funny because it looks like the sun's not there and it's not working on our behalf whenever the clouds float in front of it. But you know that the sun's there, even if you cannot see it. So there's something about trusting the things. I'm hearing even if you cannot look at it, you can see it, right? It's like you can envision it. I'm hearing be mesmerized by this thing, and I'm hearing allow yourself to be mesmerized by this thing, by this end goal. Allow yourself to be immersed in that environment, right? You need to emotionally be there. Like, I want you to just really take yourself there right now. I want you to, visually take yourself there first. Just see yourself in this position, see yourself in this place. Just really, allow your mind to travel. That's your third eye. You cannot imagine anything that does not already exist in the quantum field. You cannot. You're picking up on something that already exists in energetic potential. Allow your mind to go there right now. Daydream, visualize this, do what it is that you need to do. Allow your mind to go there. Now take your heart there. Take yourself vibrationally there right now. How does it feel to be in this frame? What is this vision? Are you excited? I'm seeing some of you like, performing. I'm seeing some of you on the red carpet. How does it feel to be in this place? Are you excited to be in this place? Right? What is this thing? I'm seeing some of you at events. It's something huge. I'm seeing you somewhere that you had dreamt about. Okay. It's having an impact. How does that feel? Is it a one-to-one session? Is it like a retreat that you're at? Is this just a place in solitude that you've always wanted to go to? Is it a place within yourself that you've always wanted to rediscover? Right? Take yourself there. How does it feel to be immersed in that experience? Right? Spiritually, you're there. You're in this frame vibrationally. Now, the physical aspect is what your experience, that lag time. You've just taken yourself somewhere that already exists. Now there's a lag time in the third dimensional realm. So you're emotionally there, you're physically there. Physically, I guess on a quantum level, you tune into a quantum non-local connection that is already there. And that reality begins to collapse around you. That's how you quantum leap. You're in resonance and vibration with that. Not about how is that going to happen, or I want this thing, I want to go there. No, you're already there. You've taken yourself there. Your vibration is that you're already here. Now listen to the steps that you're going to be guided to take, okay? The information that you're streamlining that allows you to see the unfoldment of that, where you can witness the becoming of what has already came to be. So yeah, that's how you leverage as a quantum being, right? You utilize your quantum technology that has been given to you, okay, that you've been equipped with. Let's go ahead and take a look at a tarot card for you. And then I'm probably going to log in you guys right there. We have the strength that flipped there. We have the Knight of Coins as well. Yeah. What did I tell you guys at the beginning? I told you guys I saw the Page of Wands, right? And the Page of Wands in this deck, you know, she actually has a paintbrush. That's like even more awesome. She literally has a paintbrush as her staff, but she has this creative spark internally inside of her. And what she does is she anchors and grounds this paintbrush or this staff down into the third dimensional realm, and she brings something from her mind into matter, okay? She's just literally excited about the possible paths that lie ahead of her. You've got the Knight of Coins here as well. So this is crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's. This is about a strategy of some kind, right? You're being told to ground this vision into reality, okay, to bring the intangible into the tangible. And this is about different realms of possibilities that are literally opening up to you right now as you open up to these different realms within yourself and your potential in this realm. And there's something around, you know, she's very excited just about the, you know, the different continuums and paths that lie ahead of her. You know, she's very excited about just the journey itself and the different destined outcomes that await her on the other side of each one of these decisions, you know. So there's something about seeing the power of your decision. And the Knight of Pentacles will get that. You know, he's the most secure knight out of all of them. If you want to bet your money on any of them, it's going to be him, simply because he will see something through into completion. He knows at least what path he doesn't want to take. Sometimes the obstacles are showing you the way, okay? He knows what path he doesn't want to take because he knows it will lead to a dead end. He knows it will prolong his journey. He knows, you know, these certain set of belief systems are not congruent with this reality that he wants to be able to, you know, step into. And that's what I'm seeing for you. It's like there's a huge energy around that. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Oh, we have two. We have the 10 of Coins and the Strength again. Wow. And then you have the Sun card here at the base. So yeah, this all happens around a star. The Sun is the largest star in this solar system. Now with the Strength and the 10 of Wands, no one said this was going to be easy. Okay, no one said that this was going to be easy by any means. This is somebody that is aligning their actions accordingly in the physical realm, but they are committing themselves to that journey and they're seeing it through into completion, right? The Strength card is walking this path knowing that this thing is already yours. You're moving with that desire, right? They know that this cabin that they're moving towards, right, it's already theirs, okay? Especially with the Strength card. This is about being your higher self in physical form. Again, remembering yourself as this multidimensional, universal, multiversal organism. And I'm hearing you're not just doing this on Earth, but you're doing this in many different planetary star systems. Okay, you're doing this in many universes, not just this one. So with the Strength, it's about really committing yourself to this journey, knowing that each step that you're taking towards this thing, you're doing it with love, right? You're not moving forward with shame. You're not taking steps forward like with lack. Instead, you're taking steps forward with wholeness, knowing that you are already whole with this thing. There's only an illusion of separation between you and this thing, and the illusion here exists to serve you. Okay, it's to be able to discover your strength. Sometimes when it seems like you have no other option, But this is honestly somebody moving forward. Even like Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. So this definitely reminds me of the Mary Magdalene frequency as well, and focusing on that very strong feminine archetype that's coming through here, where there is this ancient frequency and eternal light inside of you that's guiding your path. And it's about trusting that internal guidance that you're streamlining and moving accordingly in the physical realm, moving forward with integrity, okay? Nor seeking permission to be able to do these things. Becoming a witness to every step that you take, being with intention, and that leading you closer and closer towards this goal in a linear fashion. So, but also celebrating, right? Enjoying the scenery while you're on this journey, because you're here to enjoy the journey and the unfoldment towards what has already came to be for you. So I'm going to love any of you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details also down below. And also check out Altar Spirits bracelets if you're looking for high quality AAA grade bracelets for all of your intentions, for any manifestations. Today I'm wearing 𝓬𝓪𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓬. Why can't I speak today? I'm wearing Moonstone, Rainbow Moonstone, and then also... Where's my phone? 𝓬𝓪𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓬. I can't speak today. But anyway, it's a confidence bracelet. 𝓬𝓪𝓻𝓪𝓻. I'm pretty sure it's 𝓬𝓪𝓻. I don't know why. I just had like a huge blank. Anyway, but there's discount codes down below if you guys are looking for some high quality intention bracelets. And I'll speak to you very, very soon. Until next time. Bye.